So it's been there for a long time. But I think what's caught on this year is making it a consumer product and also bringing this generative aspect to it, right? Which everyone's clocked on.
Yeah.
You're embracing AI, but how do you measure data?
There's a lot of technology emerging now, and especially as a person, you've worked at IBM and now it's also a purely like SaaS company. So how do you see, like, what are the major trends shaping your offerings at Certinia or throughout the sales industry? And if you can touch a bit on AI specifically, like how is it contributing to the industry as well?
And like AI is a game changer, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, it's nothing new, right? Coming from the IBM world, we had Watson for AI for many, many years, right? I think when Jeopardy, like when Watson was on Jeopardy and beat the other winners, it was like, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, right? So it's been there for a long time. But I think what's caught on this year is making it a consumer product.
Yeah. 100%.
And that's what's changed, right? So
I agree.
Making it consumer friendly, easy to access, right? And also bringing this generative aspect to it, right? Which everyone's clocked on.
Yeah.
So that's a massive trend in any organization. And when I go on to like various events and summits and talk shows, right? They all talk about how can we adopt AI? How can we embrace it? How do we build ethics around it? So bringing in change brings an opportunity, right, for everyone, right? And from my personal point of view, my customers, I say to them is like, you're embracing AI, but how do you measure data? Because you can only generate AI based on the data you have.
100%.
So this is where I help customers, and that's my kind of conversation to them. It's swapped around not only improving your business, but helping your future business and your future strategy, right? By making sure you can monitor everything, you can access all the data easily, right, to help you when you implement AI. So that's my conversation. But separately, it's making it our lives harder and harder, right? Because it's improved the speed to knowledge. So for example, I know you could Google things, but that gives you different websites. But with generative AI, it tells you exactly what the views are. So say, for example, whatever I say, they can validate if that's correct. Right? What are my case studies? What are my customers? What are my value proposition? What's my customer satisfaction rating? And that is it.
Customers.
And that's where it's made it harder for us, right? But saying that though, so the more precise we have to be,
the higher the value.
The higher the value, but also separately, we're saving time because we use the same technology to the other aspects. So the amount of time it took us to gather that information, look at multiple things, we use AI to get that as well. So while we have to spend longer being more accurate, more precise, finalizing the value point and how we differ, separately, the information gathering, the information building has been automated. So it's about balancing that time and the time shift, which I find is obviously helpful in certain cases, but also a challenge.
Raises the bar a bit.
But
when you describe the pre-purchase tasks and how you, before you even reach out to them, I think that's key, where you like have to know who are their different stakeholders, what's their offerings, who's the main like the one with the most purchasing power, you said. So these things, like, I think you save quite a few time, and then you just really focus on communicating that perfect match to them. That becomes more of your focus rather than spending a lot of time on, okay, how do we build that case? So it definitely makes sense.
And it brings opportunity for other companies to do that, right? So many organizations also seek to outsource those things. Because now that AI is coming, people can, what I say is, I'm really bad at using ChatGPT because my questions are very basic. And someone's saying there's an art to asking a question. And that's another thing, like, how do you get the best information pre-engagement? Maybe you have other companies who do that quicker, right? And that brings opportunity for them and makes it our lives easier. So we can focus on the bit we can control and we enjoy doing as well.
Right?